been forever since I posted. Sorry about that. So to explain why it's been so long, it's gonna take me a little bit. But basically, in a nutshell, what happened was that the laptop I was using to record my videos before is out of commission. So I didn't have the opportunity to record any more videos after that. I didn't have anything to do it. So now I have a desktop computer in our new apartment and a camera. So yay, that's awesome. So I'm going to be turning 20 on the 28th of this month. I think, yeah, it's April. God, got my months mixed up. But, I guess today I want to talk about how I've changed as a person in the past 5 years or so, and how I haven't changed. And one of the main things that I've noticed is that the way that, honestly, I've become a lot more conservative in the past 5 years. Like, when I was 15, I was rebellious. I really was. And I guess I still am to an extent. But I was rebellious to the point where I was rejecting every single little thing that I'd ever been taught. Because I wanted to be different. I was desperate to be different. I wanted to grow up. And I felt like, at the time, that meant rejecting what I had been taught thus far. And now that I'm almost 20 years old, I realize that a lot of the stuff that I was taught as a kid, I have now reaccepted into myself. And on another level, there's some huge things that I have not accepted back into my life. Like, for example, the fact that I identify as an atheist. As a kid, I identified as Christian, very strong Christian too. I mean, when I was 14, I wanted to be a nun. Yeah, no. Anyone who knows me now, I've told that to a couple of people, and they look at me and their jaw drops. It's not because I'm complete opposite of a Christian. It's just that I'm very not anti-religion. That's a bad way to put it, but I'm not very. I don't like religion very much at all, and I'll probably talk about that at some point. For example, one of the things that I've noticed is the fact that when I was a kid, I really wanted to go out on dates. Like, I fought my parents on that for a while. I really wanted to go out on dates. And they said, no, not till you're 16. I was really upset about that. And then when I became able to go out on dates, I didn't want to anymore. In fact, I dreaded it. In fact, I think that I've been on maybe a total of 5 or 6 dates in my life up to this point. And it's awkward for me. I don't like adrenaline rush. It makes me feel sick, and I get a huge adrenaline rush before I go out on a date, and I don't like it. And the date doesn't usually turn out very well. Like, sure, we have a decent time, but there's always that one thing that's like a deal breaker for me that they drop, and it just makes me not like them anymore. And it's like, oh my god, I want to go home, I want to get away from this person. But it's gotten to the point where, like, recently especially, I go out on dates and I think, why am I doing this? Why do I even try? And I noticed that a lot of girls my age that are similar to me are perfectly fine with going out on dates, sleeping around, all that jazz. And that part of my Christian upbringing still sticks with me. I don't believe in that. I don't think that you should go and sleep around with people. I think it's wrong, not for religious reasons, obviously, but because of, God, obvious things, practicality. I mean, for fuck's sake, pregnancy and disease and it can be emotionally trying as well, as if you have a tendency to get attached to people. On the other hand, for me, don't. In fact, if I don't love the person, I become less attached and I push people away. And so I made the decision personally right now that I am staying single and I'm staying sexually abstinent. And it's not, as I said, it's not because of religious reasons, it's because I believe that's best for me. And I know that 5 years ago, I wouldn't have been able to make a decision like that. Not at all. I didn't have the resolve. I didn't have the self-control. So, God, it's been so long since I've done this vlogging thing. It's weird being in front of the camera. That's another thing that I've noticed, is that I used to be really, really shy in front of people. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to strike up a conversation with someone I didn't know. It scared me, and I had severe social anxiety, and I still do to an extent, but I can walk up to someone and be like, hey, that's a cool outfit, or hey, I love your such and such shirt, I like them too, or something like that. It's a lot easier for me to be social, I guess. And a lot of that had to do, I think, with drama in high school. It helped me to be more comfortable being in the spotlight, and the same thing with choir. And I look at myself now as opposed to even a year ago. I'm just such a different person, I think. I like to think that I am, and for the better as well. It's awesome to see myself, to actually be able to look back and see how I've changed. Whereas before I wouldn't have been able to so much. I wouldn't have seen much of a difference, but now I'm seeing a big difference. And while I do have some of those moments where I'm like, I'm not, crap, just lost what I was saying. That's great. Anyway, God, I'm gonna have to edit the crap out of this, or I might just put it up just for shits and giggles. I've never edited my videos anyway. Oh, that's another thing I've noticed, is that, my vocabulary is starting to change. I used to swear like a sailor, and now I don't as much anymore. I mean, obviously I do. But, I noticed that I don't as much anymore. I tend to use a bigger vocabulary, and it's not because I feel like I'm superior or anything, or because, I don't agree with profanity. I don't care. In fact, I think it was Mark Twain who said that, sometimes profanity brings more, what's the word? Sometimes profanity brings about a sense of peace in a way that prayer can't even provide. That's not word for word. That is me. That is my interpretation of the quote. But anyway, I suppose that the point that I'm making is that you change a lot in your life, and once you get to the point where you can discern the difference between yourself now and in the past, you can really start to grow as a person. And I'm starting to become more disciplined as a person, I think, and I'm starting to really develop as an adult, and I'm really excited to see what the next couple of years have in store for me. I mean, I'm going to be in my 20s. I'm going to be a 20-something. I'm really excited for this. And I know I'm going to have ups and downs, and it's going to be hard in a different way than it was being a teenager, but I think it's just going to get really good from here on out. I'll probably put up more videos from now on, now that I have my camera working and everything. So expect to hear more from me. As always, comment. Tell me what you want me to talk about. I got some feedback on a couple of past videos, and I know one of my future videos I'm going to talk about video games. I'm going to. I just want to be able to compact my videos a little bit more. I'm going to see if I can edit my videos and make them a little bit more funny. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Stay awesome, you guys.